कांग्रेस हो।
जी कतकलम माजरत व्यूअर्स, आप देख सकते हैं कि तुर्क सदर रजब तैयब अर्दोगान, वज़ीर आज़म इमरान खान इस वक्त हॉल में तशरीफ ला चुके हैं और जिस हम फोरम की बात कर रहे थे, जो ज्वाइंट एक बिजनेस सरमाकारी फोरम का इनेकाद किया जा रहा है, अब वो शुरू हो जाता है। आप देख सकते हैं मुशीर तिजारत रज़ाक दाऊद साहब भी मौजूद हैं और जो बिजनेस डेलीगेट्स आए हुए हैं टर्की से, पाकिस्तान के जो बड़े बिजनेसमैन हैं वो इस फोरम में मौजूद हैं। ये ज्वाइंट फोरम है और ये अब शुरू हुआ जाता है।
The national anthem of Pakistan, please. Thank you. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, let us begin in the name of Allah, most benevolent, most merciful. I'll invite Qari Najam Mustafa to please come forward and recite a few verses from the Holy Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وعد الله الذين آمنوا منكم وعملوا الصالحات ليستخلفنهم في الأرض كما استخلف الذين من قبلهم ليستخلفنهم كما استخلف الذين من قبلهم وليمكنن لهم وليبدلنهم من بعد خوفهم أمنا يعبدونني لا يشركون بي شيئا ومن كفر بعد ذلك فأولئك هم الفاسقون يعبدونني لا يشركون بي شيئا ومن كفر بعد ذلك فأولئك هم الفاسقون صدق الله العظيم. In the name of Allah, Almighty God, the gracious, always merciful. To those of you who believe and keep doing pious deeds, Allah has given the promise whose fulfillment and implementation is obligatory for the Ummah. He will surely bestow upon them Khilafah, means the trust of right to rule, as He granted the right to rule to those who were before them. And through dominance and rule, He will strengthen and stabilize their religion for them which He has liked for them. And by this strength and rule, He will for sure change their former state of fear, which was due to their political, economic, and social handicap, to that of peace and security. They will worship me fearlessly and will not associate any partner with me. That is, will follow and obey only my command and system. And after this, whoever adopts ingratitude, that is, aversion to and denial of my commands, it is they who will be defiant and disobedient. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.
Jazakallah. Honorable President, Republic of Turkey, His Excellency Mr. Recep Tayyip Erdogan, Honorable Prime Minister, Islamic Republic of Pakistan, His Excellency Mr. Imran Khan, Excellencies, dignitaries, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum, merhaba, and a very good afternoon. On behalf of Ministry of Commerce, Government of Pakistan, I, Mona Alam, have the privilege and pleasure to welcome you all to this momentous occasion of Pakistan-Turkey Business and Investment Forum, as we are all gathered here today to celebrate this everlasting bond between Turkey and Pakistan. Ladies and gentlemen, we are indeed two nations, two countries, but one nation. Brotherhood between Turkey and Pakistan goes back to 1948 and has not only gone stronger over decades, but has also gone stronger over months, years, and even days. We do not just share political, economic, cultural, and religious linkages, but we are also inseparable in emotion, soul, and spirit. Over recent years and recent times, this bond that we cherish and relish has indeed become immeasurable, unparalleled. Ladies and gentlemen, testament of which is the fact that the entire nation today has come together in welcoming Honorable President of Turkey, His Excellency Mr. Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Sir, all of us in unison say, welcome, Khush Amdeed, Khush Gendiniz. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'd invite for his welcome remarks Mr. Abdul Razak Daud, Advisor to the Prime Minister on Commerce, Industries and Productions and Investments.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. His Excellency Honorable President Erdogan, His Excellency Honorable Prime Minister Imran Khan, Excellencies Rusar Pikan, Minister for Trade, distinguished guests, members of the business community of both the countries, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. To all our friends from Turkey, we welcome you to your second home. We have gathered here to discuss investments and trade. For the last 2 days, these 2 days, we've been meeting on the B2B, and this morning we got together and had another round of discussions where the government of Pakistan presented their potentials in Pakistan, and the Turkish business people gave their experiences. Ladies and gentlemen, the two leaders of the country have agreed on a strategic economic framework, which is an all-encompassing agreement, which includes trade and investment, tourism, defense, and education. What we are witnessing today is just one step in that agreement to implement what we have got written in the framework. Yesterday, I had the opportunity of meeting most of the Turkish delegations. A very, very constructive round of discussions. We have people here from the construction, engineering, IT, mining, tourism, all aspects of the business, and it was indeed a pleasure to witness that understandings have been made between our two people, and inshallah, we will be able to take the step further forward. While the B2B was going on, at the same time, we had the joint venture, the joint working group meeting between the two governments. Ladies and gentlemen, the Turkish government sent a working delegation on the 16th and 17th of January, where we wrote out a framework. As a follow-up to that understanding, Madam Trade Minister and myself, we had a meeting in Davos, and we agreed and took this matter further forward. And yesterday, as a final follow-up, we have now signed an understanding on the way forward. That understanding includes that both sides will do a scoping study as to what is the relative strength of each of them. And we will again, we've decided that the scoping study will be completed by the end of March, and then in April, we will take the next step in starting to negotiate the FTA, which has been pending for a while. We will also be looking at how to get our further business in the textile side, and we are very grateful to the Madam Minister that she has agreed that a textile delegation will go to Turkey, and we will look at how to further the business. Fellow businessmen and women, we have a great opportunity to work together. We do compete, but like good brothers, there is no harm in understanding each other's position and be able to take matters forward in areas that we both excel in. Pakistan has just signed a free trade agreement with China, and I invite the business community of Turkey to come to Pakistan, form joint ventures, and let us collectively look at that opportunity that we have got in China, because we are now equivalent to being an ASEAN country. So Pakistan becomes the closest ASEAN country to Turkey. And we hope that we will be able to take that further forward. There were many companies here on construction, and we look forward to engaging the Turkish companies in various BOTs that are being coming in the coming months. In the area of IT, I think there's a lot of synergy between us, and I hope that we will be able to even take that forward. As a testimony of our friendship, we have reached out to Turkey to help us in halal accreditation, which they have agreed, and also help us and cooperate with us on our understanding better on the customs implementation and facilitation. I would like to also take this opportunity to thank Mr. Nial Olpak of DEET, Mr. Ahmed Changiz of the Turkish Pak Friendship Council, and also Mr. Anjum Nisar of the Federation of Pakistan Chamber of Commerce and Industries. Your support, your ideas that you gave yesterday are most enlightening, and we are very, very grateful to you. To conclude, Mr. President, your visit to us is certainly a great source of enlightenment, and we hope that this will lead to a far greater and bigger footprint of investments in Pakistan and more trade between our two countries. We have the two leaders before us, and in front of them, I would like to say the relationship between our two countries is excellent. Now, I appeal to the business community of both the countries, the men and women of business, to come forward and take our investments and trade levels to a level that is worthy of the close relationship that we have. It is a challenge for business community, and let us all hold hands, go forward, and meet that challenge. Thank you very much.
Grateful to you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, proceeding ahead, I shall now invite for her address Her Excellency Ms. Ruhsar Pekcan, Minister of Trade, Republic of Turkey.
Sayın Cumhurbaşkanım, Sayın Pakistan Başbakanı, Sayın Davut, çok kıymetli bakanlarımız, saygıdeğer iş insanları ve değerli katılımcılar. Öncelikle Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımızın ve Sayın Başbakan İmran Khan'ın huzurlarında böyle önemli bir toplantı gerçekleştirdiğimiz iş insanlarımızı bir araya getirelim.
I would like to express my gratitude and honor that we have come together with the presence of business people from both countries. I believe that the Prime Minister of Pakistan and the President of Turkey have supported the trade in both countries at all times, and I would like to thank both of them for their efforts in that direction. Between these two countries, With the visit of our president, we have had high-level council meetings, and as a result, many areas of cooperation have been discussed. And one of the most important ones, undoubtedly, include trade and economic relations. In that context, we have agreed on a strategic economic framework and action plan. And it is providing an important roadmap for the development of our trade relations. In order to implement the steps outlined in this framework, we will be working in cooperation with our friends from Pakistan meticulously. Our bilateral trade relations have a volume of $850 million, and hopefully we will be exceeding $1 billion in order to tap into the potential of both countries. It will even go further. Both mutual investments and goods exchange are very important. We have a lot of Turkish investors.
Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımızın bu ziyaretleri vesilesiyle yatırımların da ivmelenerek devam edeceğine inanıyoruz. Hepinizin bildiği gibi Türk müteahhitlik sektörü dünyada ve Pakistan'da önemli projelere imza atmış bulunmaktadır. Bundan böyle Pakistan'ın altyapı ve üst yapı yatırımlarında müteahhit firmalarımızın daha fazla yer alması stratejik ilişkilerin artırılmasında da önem arz etmektedir. Bu projelerin finansmanında Exim Bank kaynaklarından olduğu kadar Türkiye'nin de ortak olduğu Asya Altyapı ve Yatırım Bankası'nın da finansal imkanlarından yararlanabileceğimizi bilmenizi isterim. Ülkelerimiz arasında daha fazla etkileşim sağlayarak iki ülke arasındaki iş ilişkilerinin gerçekleştirilmesi amacıyla Dış Ekonomik İlişkiler Kurulumuz ve Pakistan Ticaret ve Sanayi Odaları Federasyonu arasında kurulan Türkiye-Pakistan İş Konseyi'ne de bu doğrultuda önemli işler düşmektedir. İş insanlarımızı daha fazla bir araya getirerek karşılıklı yatırım ve ticaretin önünü açmalıyız. Biz de bakanlık olarak iş insanlarımızın ticarette karşılaştıkları sorunları çözmek, ticaretin ve yatırımların kolaylaştırmak ve Türkiye ile Pakistan arasındaki kardeşlik ve stratejik ortaklık ilişkisinin ekonomik hayata da nitelikli biçimde yansıması açısından Pakistanlı dostlarımızla beraber hep birlikte çalışmaya devam edeceğiz. Biz Sayın Davut'la beraber ve teknik ekiplerimizle güzel bir çalışma yapacağız.
Along with Mr. Dawood and with technical teams, we have started our work, we have a roadmap and we have a schedule as well, and we will accelerate and move on in that direction. And with these sentiments, I would like to thank the business representatives of both sides who have participated in this business forum. I would like to greet you all with respect.
Thank you, Madam Tashakkur. Ladies and gentlemen, now please join me in welcoming for his much-awaited address on this glorious occasion, Honorable Prime Minister, Islamic Republic of Pakistan, His Excellency Mr. Imran Khan.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Mr. President, honorable ministers, both Pakistan and from Turkey, yes. Business people from both the countries. I want to start my little talk by saying that after Mr. President's address to the Pakistani Parliament today, I can safely say that he can win the next election in Pakistan. I've seen the government benches thumping their desks like they did today, but I've never seen the opposition join in thumping the desk and appreciating the speech like that happened today. So it's a great tribute to you, Mr. President. It shows that the love and affection people have in Pakistan, no matter which political side, political opinion they belong to, it just reflects the way they perceive you as someone who stands up for causes that are across the Muslim world. Ladies and gentlemen, the object of this function is for me as the Prime Minister to reiterate that our government will do everything to increase trade relationship, improve trade relationship with Turkey. We will be facilitating the business community, Pakistan and the Turkish business community to invest, do joint ventures. The areas which we specifically would want to invite Turkish business community is number one, tourism. I myself have toured as a tourist, been to Turkey quite a few times. And the way the Turkish tourist industry has been developed, Pakistan can learn a lot from it because Pakistan is one of the most untapped tourist potential anywhere in the world. In a recent magazine, a top magazine from the United States, Pakistan was considered the #1 tourist destination for 2020. But we lack the infrastructure, which of course in Turkey is very well developed, and the beach tourism or the tourism of visiting historical places is very well developed in Turkey, and therefore that's one area we would really want to invite help from Turkey to invest in this sector. Then there is IT, which again we can learn a lot, and it's Pakistan with the second youngest population in the world is another area where we would really invite investment. Apart from that, mining, Pakistan has huge mining potential, most of it untapped, and it's another area we would welcome because I know in Turkey, the mining industry is far advanced than in our country. Agriculture, your productivity is higher in agriculture than Pakistan. We have one of the most fertile lands. We don't use our water properly. We can learn from techniques in Turkey. Most of all, we would like to get involved in whatever Turkey can help us in whatever field. We would like to invite you, and the government will be facilitating. We have. I'm proud to say that our government is the most business-friendly government, and inshallah in Pakistan's history, this will become the most business-friendly government. We have already in our first year gained 28 places in the World Bank Index of ease of doing business, and constantly we are trying to make it easier for our business community and investors to reduce the regulations and problems in their way. So finally, I would again welcome all of you, and I look forward the interaction between our own business community and the Turkish business community. I would like our business communities to take the lead, because the political leadership is much closer than our business community so far. So in future, I want the business community to come forward and benefit from this very close relationship, the political relationship which we have with Turkey. Thank you.
Thank you for the awe-inspiring message, Honorable Prime Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for, please welcome for his address, Honorable President, Republic of Turkey, His Excellency Mr. Recep Tayyip Erdogan.
Buyurun, buyurun. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Sayın Başbakan, aziz
Distinguished
kardeşim
Prime
İmran
Minister,
Han,
my dear brother Imran Khan,
iş dünyamızın değerli
distinguished
temsilcileri,
representatives of our
kıymetli
business
misafirler,
world, distinguished
hanımefendiler,
guests,
beyefendiler,
ladies and gentlemen,
sizleri en kalbi duygularımla,
I would like to salute you
hürmetle, muhabbetle
with my
selamlıyorum.
deepest regards.
Esselamu aleyküm ve rahmetullahi ve
Assalamu
berekatuhu.
alaikum ve rahmetullahi ve barakatuh.
İkinci evimiz olarak
I am
gördüğümüz
happy and
Pakistan'da
honored
bulunmaktan
to be in Pakistan, which we regard as our second home.
sözlerimin hemen başında
Right at the outset, I would like to thank
Pakistan makamlarına
the Pakistan authorities and to the people of Pakistan for
eğitim adına şükranlarımı
for being such a great host.
2 günlük Pakistan ziyaretimizi
We are
hamdolsun dolu dolu
experiencing in full our program in Pakistan. Yesterday,
Arif Alvi
we
ile
had
samimi bir
a sincere conversation with the Honorable President, Mr. Arif Alvi. And today, I had the opportunity to address the parliamentarians, members of the Pakistan National Assembly and the Senate. And right after this business forum, together with my brother Imran Khan, we are going to hold the 6th meeting of the High-Level Strategic Cooperation Council. So we will have extended our relations to a higher level. I wish that these meetings, this business forum, and our meetings will be useful for our countries. I would like to thank DEIC and its Pakistani counterpart for bringing together such a select audience representing the business communities. The connections that you have established and you will establish, hopefully, will open the door for new businesses, new partnerships. Our relations, we want to increase the level of commercial and economic relations to the level of our political relations. Despite the increase in trade and investment, unfortunately, we see that we are lagging behind the potential. Turkey and Pakistan, who has a total population of over 300 million, has only $800 million of foreign trade, and this is something we cannot accept. So we should quickly increase our bilateral trade to first 1 billion and then bring it up to $5 billion. Of course, we cannot attain these objectives just by goodwill. We have to take determined, clear, and strong steps towards our common objectives. We are aware that the two countries have similar export items. However, there are many complementary industries and that would complement each other. Therefore, we need to focus on these areas, and we have to bring the trade relations to the level it deserves. And we should not allow protectionism establish walls between us. My dear friends, we have increased investments in the recent times. Turkey's investment in Pakistan is now at $100 million. I'm very happy to see that Turkish companies, from energy to food, from construction to other fields, being active in Turkey. Our companies are working in such a manner that would fit into the friendship of Turkey and Pakistan. They are serving Pakistan. And our companies are actually intending to increase their investments. Anadolu Group has a plan for investment of $200 million. And likewise, Hayat plan of 300. Likewise, Sütaş will inaugurate a new dairy processing industry in Punjab. These are good news. And in our country, we have 158 companies with Pakistan capital. And their total investments in Turkey is about $100 million. And we wish to see that this number of companies and the amount of investment shall increase. I always underline something on every occasion. We prefer to say international investments rather than foreign investments, because according to our understanding, capital does not have a nationality. Therefore, capital nationalism is not a correct attitude. So we do not see any difference between Turkish companies and international companies investing in Turkey. And we are not only supporting international investments with legal regulations, but also we support them institutionally. We have a model of offering Turkish citizenship to certain international investors under certain conditions. So far, no one who believed in Turkey and who invested in Turkey was upset, did not regret. I believe and I invite Pakistani brothers to have trust in the Turkish economy and to have confidence into Turkey's future. Turkey has a strong state tradition, young and educated workforce, with highly entrepreneurial private industry. It's one of the it's one of the top 20 economies in the world. We had the public debts of 72%, and we brought it down to 30%. The budget deficit ratio to the national income was 11%, and we brought it down to 2%. Between 2009 and 2018, we provided new employment opportunities to 900,000 people. In tourism, we increased the number of tourists from 13 million to 51 million, and we increased our touristic revenues from $8.5 billion to $35 billion. In the last 17 years, we had $22 billion worth of foreign investment, international investment. Our banking industry is strong. Today, Turkish Airlines flies to 126 countries and 328 international destinations. So this is one of the biggest airlines operators in the world. In 2002, we had exports of $26 billion level, and according to just last week's figures, we took it up to $181 billion. Our exports in January increased by 6% compared to the same period of last year. Despite all the attacks, all the economic espionage, regional instabilities, we are continuing successfully on our way. Distinguished business people, we see that Pakistan is taking important steps in facilitating business environment under the leadership of my brother Imran. We are ready to help Pakistan in this respect. We are aware that Pakistan offers a lot of opportunities. As Turkey, we have companies of international renown in the fields of defense, transportation, housing, healthcare, and construction. Our cooperation with Pakistan in the field of defense industry is becoming deeper. In contracting, Turkish companies assumed $3.5 billion worth of 68 projects. And among them, there are important infrastructure and energy projects, especially in energy. Hydroelectric energy, we have contractors who can be of help in this respect. In individual projects and with the effect of China-Pakistan economic corridor projects, we see that the energy problems are now over. We are happy to see that. Our contracting companies, which rank second in the world, would like to enter into light-scale energy and infrastructure projects. Of course, we see that Turkey is not given the same possibilities that are offered to some other countries. China-Pakistan economic corridor projects should be explained to Turkish entrepreneurs much better. We are ready to work on that. In this framework, we can identify a pilot industry, pilot sector investments. We can identify it together, and we can bring together a few large-scale companies. Connectivity is very important for our country, and we know that it's important for Pakistan as well. In this respect, Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, TAPI, natural gas pipeline, and Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, electrical energy transmission line project will be useful projects in connectivity. TAP on the Turkmenistan leg of Top Energy project, we have our Çalık holding company. So I believe that it will be beneficial for Pakistan to benefit from the experience of our countries. And Turkish serials that are followed by millions of people abroad are being followed by Pakistani people as well. So, therefore, we can cooperate in the industry of movie making and serial making. Dear friends, before concluding, I would like to touch upon something which I find important. I learned that Pakistan people prefer Western countries for medical treatment. I think we have to change this attitude now. Turkey is one of the countries, one of the main destinations in the world of medical healthcare and related tourism. We have city hospitals with the latest technology. They have identified, they have set the standards in the industry with the quality of service and with affordable prices. Turkey is far advanced than Western countries. But of course, we have to cooperate. We have established 10 city hospitals with a total bed capacity of 13,000. And we had more than 500,000 foreigners who came to Turkey for medical care, health care. So Turkey should provide you with the same opportunities. And inshallah, I believe that we can make this happen. And hopefully tomorrow we are going to sign today the strategic economic framework together with my brother Imran. With our support, with the efforts of the business people, Turkish, Pakistan, commercial and economic relations, will be upgraded to the level it deserves. So we have the will and the intention to be on the side of our private sector companies and to motivate them. I wish you all the best. May God help us. I would like to thank you for your participation. Pakistan, Turkey, Dosti Zindabad.